This is my review of the Linksys EA7500 router. This router should be coming out soon, retailing for $199. Basically, this router is capable of multiple input, multiple output. So what that means is your traditional routers up until now really could only provide Wi-Fi to one device at a time. So if you have, for example, 3 devices as you see here in the image, it could provide just Wi-Fi to one at a time. Now, obviously you can have multiple devices connected to it, but it would switch between them so fast that you don't really notice, especially with the nicer routers today. But this new technology basically allows you to connect to different devices simultaneously, input and output. So that's what that really means. Now I'm no network engineering or anything, but that's just from what I've read up. This is still giving you your 2 bands, band 1, 2.4 gigahertz, and your 5 gigahertz for your faster speeds. It says that up to 1.9 gigabits per second. More streaming, more gaming, less buffering. This is good if you have a lot of devices hooked up to your network. So I have 15 to 20, and although I have a nice Netgear R7000 that really is doing the job well without any issues, I got this one for review, so I'm going to review, and I've done some speed tests on my R7000, and now I'm going to do some speed tests on this one. Though it says it's ideal for 4K TV, which is the new thing, so maybe this is something you want to consider having. Yeah, so I'll be opening this one up right now. I got it for review. This comes with just regular documentation, things like that. Alright, cool. So this one you have to assemble. It's just like my other one, where it comes with the antennas separate, so you just put the antennas in there. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a second. Alright, so now I kind of decluttered it a little bit. Basically it comes with this power connector. It doesn't look very long. It also comes with a really short Ethernet cable, so keep that in mind, it's pretty short. And then the antennas, which standard here, and then they bend down here, and they'll go in the back. Alright, back to where I was. Now I took them out of the bag. So this router is a pretty good size. Let's see. So here's my hand. So it's a fairly large router, but it's pretty powerful, so you kind of expect it to be a little bigger. So initially, just checking it out, I like it already because it's got a USB 3.0 back here. It's got 2 USBs in the back, and the 3.0, the regular 2.0, your standard yellow internet in, and then the 4 out with a nice little switch here. I like this in the back because my R7000 is kind of funky, and the 3.0 is in the front. So the hard drive I want plugged in is in the front, and it just doesn't look as nice as if it were in the back. So with that being said, standard antennas, they're going to twist in here and then bend up. So I'm going to do that right now. Cool. So I'm back. I've got it all hooked up here, so pretty standard, pretty easy. Just like your other antenna ones, you can bend them backwards and move them side to side. However you like it. I just leave them up like that. But the other thing I like that I just noticed is that it's basically all vented up top with these holes. Now that'll prevent your router from getting too hot. You see my older one, well, the R7000's got the vents on the sides, which is nice. I mean, I've never had an issue with it, especially if your room stays cool. But this is just kind of cool, Again, maybe prone to picking up more dust, but then that's why you keep some of these guys in place, and you know, you can just blow it out there with the duster. Another thing is if you want to hang it on the wall, it's got these hooks so you can hang it. And it looks like you can hang it two ways. You can hang it like this, or you can hang it like this. So either way will work. So I've run speed tests on the R7000, and I'll show you those in a minute. And I'm gonna run some speed tests on this one and come back with the results. So to test the router, what I just did was basically run two devices simultaneously. I ran the iPad and my Samsung Galaxy phone at the same time. I did it under my old router and with the new router, testing on speedtest.net, their app, and I tested tested ping, the download and upload speeds. And what I found out in general basically is that the new router, the Linksys EA7500, it distributes the bandwidth just much more evenly. With the old router, I was getting slower speeds on my phone, and then now this one, I mean, my download speed is only 60, so I was getting it spread pretty evenly, like 40 and 20 something and so forth, whereas with this one I was getting about 30 and 12, so just a little bit less, not by much, but enough to make a difference where, you know, this one you're getting the max out of your network. Now, I think it's going to come in handier when you're running a lot of devices simultaneously, because I was just doing two just for a simple test. So again, new technology. I'm sure it gets better the more things that you add to it. But yeah, so my review is that it is a good and powerful router. It's definitely worth it for 200 bucks. So make sure that you pick it up if you have a lot of devices. Now, I didn't see 2x speed of my non MU MIMO router, but I did see a little bit of an increase. Cool. Another awesome thing about this router is that it's got a smart Wi-Fi portal where you can log on and check out all your map devices even when you're away from the house. And this all comes straight from their website. I'll show it to you here in a second as I'm reading it. So you can control your devices even when you're away from the house. You can check it out. That's an image of all the devices connected. It also has apps on the App Store and Google Play Store. And yeah, you basically can just control your Wi-Fi while you're away outside of the house. You can check it also. This is made for a medium range home. It says that you can connect up to 12 devices without lag or buffering. So that's as many as it'll handle. And it's a dual core CPU, 1.4 gigahertz dual core processor. So there you have it. I would say about 3,000 square feet would be about as big as I would go with a house, especially if you centrally locate the router. So that's all the specs for it right there. If you have any questions, just go ahead and post them, and I'll try to answer them the best as possible.